What's up, y'all? It's your boy Quincy.
We back.
It's my boy B.
Two
Bros and Sports Talk.
Hey.
So it's a new channel that we're trying to start, So, if you like it,
like, comment, subscribe.
all
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Let us know, what we can work on. We're going to get the intro down. We're going to get the outro. We're going to, have some little music and all that. But, let us know what we can work on. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Need all the support we can get. Share it too. Share with your folks.
Yeah, please share.
Share with your folks, man.
On all social media.
All.
But,
Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. What else? What I'm missing? Twitter. What you call that? Patreon. All that. Whatever social media
you
you
got,
want.
share it.
Even if you got a MySpace. I don't know nobody got a MySpace no more.
Right.
Hey, share.
But today we're going to start with the NBA restart and the playoffs. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? With the Lakers and Portland series, I feel like, I did tell people that, hey, it's going to be a hard series for them, but I still got them winning in 6 or 7 games.
True.
But to be honest, though, the Lakers got to show their dominance if they really want to take over.
Yeah.
If they don't show no dominance, then I don't really see them really getting it like that.
True. You got too many stars and big names for them. I guess for them not. I don't want to base it off just names, but I mean, recent, history has shown if, you got big names, big stars, and players who play hard, you pretty much know who's going to win at this point. Even though,
Right.
Dame is a problem. He is definitely a problem. He can drop 50, 60 points on you at any time, so you can't just count them out all the way. But
Exactly. And then with Houston, OKC, now, I just feel, I did give my boy Chris Paul a chance, but I just think his team too young to handle the Rockets because they too explosive from the three. You know what I mean? So I feel like they still might maybe get one, but it's gonna be have to sneak up to get one. But
yeah,
overall with that series, I think Houston go sweep them.
yeah, I think I piggyback all that. I think they're gonna sweep. I ain't even gonna lie about that one.
Okay. Then with Denver and Utah, I gave Denver a chance too because I thought they might win it in 7 games, but the way they playing, man.
But they had a good team last year though. They had a pretty good team last year.
And Michael Porter been playing, been balling since this bubble was restarted, but
so I figured they were going, at least give them a run for their money. But
I just don't see it now. Utah just taking over for real, especially that boy Mitchell. He going off.
Yeah,
he got something to prove.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So who you think go?
I think Jag gonna take it though.
Okay.
I think Jag gonna take it.
And then to the Clippers in the Dallas series, even though I still feel like Dallas should have been 2-0 before last night, but now I think the Clippers are gonna go ahead and just finish them off because the Clippers they playing a lot harder now. They kind of finding themselves now from despite the 2 games, two rest of the game. Now I will say this too. Paul George got to step up. He got to start hitting shots because he missing too many shots.
But I think honestly, I feel that, and man, that whole little controversy with him and Dame and Pat Bev. I mean, I know he's a NBA superstar, but I mean, I know some things do kind of get you rattled a little bit, and I guess like I said, they look back and forth on Instagram or whatever. But I mean, everybody know Kawhi a dog in the playoffs, straight up dog. So,
straight up dog.
Even if I hate to say it, even if he got to carry them like he did in Toronto, which he had backup in Toronto, but everybody know that was all Kawhi,
Right.
But I feel like they'll pull it out though.
Okay. Now on to the East, with the Milwaukee and Orlando series. Now, I said this too. I said Orlando, they normally win the first game and lose the next 4. I still think that's gonna happen. So you know what I mean. But Milwaukee, they kind of been slipping too since this bubble started. But I think they go finally get their rhythm and start showing their dominance on that side of the ball.
Yeah.
But who you taking in this series?
I'm gonna take the Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks. I'm definitely gonna take the Bucks on that. I'm not saying Orlando they're not trash, but I don't really see them.
I don't think they got much firepower to stay with.
I don't see that.
And then with the Indiana and Miami series, I kind of was giving Indiana a chance because of Warren. He went off, you know what I mean? Like, he was at almost the MVP before Lillard came about.
Yeah.
But I think Miami going to go ahead and sweep them, man. Miami, their defense is too tough, especially with Jimmy Butler.
I don't see them sweeping them, but, I mean, I see them pulling it off, though. I mean, like, Jimmy Butler one of them folks, too. Like, he can hit respect, but I think he's still just a little bit underrated.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? But he a dog too, so yeah, I think that pull it out.
Okay. With the Boston and Philly, well, after what you seen last night, it's basically over with. I mean, it's basically over with. I mean, I tried to give Philly a chance, but you know, they just ain't got it without Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? I thought Embiid might, show his dominance at the center position. Because really, if he showed dominance, nobody can really stop him. He almost compared to the AD. When they really doing their thing, nobody can really stop him.
Definitely.
But I think Boston go ahead and take this series.
Man, shout out to that boy Jaylen Brown, man.
And Jason Tatum.
You know, so
the boy be ball.
His hometown vet, man.
Oh yeah. And then with Toronto and Brooklyn, that one basically over with. I never really gave Brooklyn a chance because they ain't really got no star power.
Nah.
But
once Kyrie said he wasn't coming back, he wasn't gonna do the season. You know, KD still. I guess he's still hurt. I seen the Drake video. He didn't look hurt in that video. But hey,
right,
it's neither here nor there. It ain't none of my business. But hey, yeah. So pretty much losing those two, and I'm not saying that team just will fall by the wayside just without those two. But I don't really see them. Nah, man. Well, it's 3-0 now. So
yeah, it's 3-0. Yeah,
I don't see that.
Okay. So our next topic, we're going with upcoming NFL season. Now, what's going on? I feel like football should be put on, to be honest. But I know everybody want to see it, including me, because I'm a big football fan.
Always, man.
But I will say this too: they is trying their best to follow protocol and make sure everything go where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
But the thing with me is try to figure out how to keep 53 players that's on the roster 6 feet apart.
I don't think you necessarily got to keep them 6 feet apart. I think it is just trying to pretty much how the NBA got a bubble. Like, they got a bubble where, pretty much all the teams are in that bubble.
Right.
Versus, that's only, 10, 15 players on each team. Versus, like you said, 53 players. So, you are already at 106 players with 2 teams.
Exactly.
And you got, 32 teams in the NFL?
Right.
So, that's kind of hard to, keep that many players. You necessarily got to keep them separate, but you got 53 players on 32 teams. Like, where would you possibly be able to have a bubble just for those teams?
Exactly.
And it would be harder to even play games because you can only use 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 fields.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of hard because you still got practices and you got games and everybody know
everybody got to use the same field to warm up and all that. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. But I will say this: if it does have a full season, I do hope my Falcon boys, I hope they do their thing this year. We got a good, solid offense this year. There should be no issue or no complaints.
Man, we all know how I feel about the Falcons, but I'm gonna keep my 2 cents to myself.
But I do expect at least to get a wild card if we don't win the division.
I'm a home
I know the division always be tough, in the NFC South. But I hope we at least get a wild card and try to do some damage in the playoffs if we make it.
Yeah.
But I also think the Chiefs, we still go see some. Basically, the same team that was good last year be good as well, like the Chiefs. I think the Packers still gonna be pretty decent, even though they still need another receiver to go with Adams.
Definitely.
The 49ers now, I think they may fall off. I mean, a lot of people might not agree with me, but I think they're gonna fall off.
I agree with you. You know how I feel about the 49ers anyway. So hey, it ain't call me what you want. I don't care.
Right.
But I don't.
Because in that division, I think the Cardinals might take over the Seahawks. Because both of them, they back on the rise. Who else on the AFC side? Like I said, with the Chiefs, I think they go take the division.
Yeah.
In the AFC North, I think I still got the Ravens. Now the Steelers, they might make a run because they go get Roethlisberger back, but I think the Ravens go take it again.
Yeah, I don't really see too many people just beating them. I ain't gonna say just gonna go undefeated. I mean, but I don't see too many people beating them. Like, come on, man, we know what Lamar can do. We know what Mark can do. We know how they defense rock. So, it might be they may catch a few little problems, seeing that Earl can't seem to stay out of trouble. But hey,
right.
it is what it is. But I feel like, they'll be back. They'll be back.
And then with the AFC South, I think the Saints should take that one again. Other than, outside maybe the Colts. The Colts, they was pretty good last year. They just couldn't close out game. But I just don't see nobody stop Henry like that in that division.
Nah.
That boy a beast.
Not when you get ahead of steam.
Exactly.
You can't really stop that.
So
and then you got to think about how big he is. Me personally, I play defense, and I play offense. But if I seen somebody of his size coming at me and I play the end,
right,
I ain't gonna just fold. But
it's gonna hard to take him down for sure. And then the AFC West, like I said with the Chiefs, what division I'm missing? The NFC East, that's the one I'm missing. Now, that's going to be interesting because without, since Tom Brady left, had to come to the NFC South. But anyway, I think the East, I think the Bills might take it because I feel like they have a more solid team. Now the Patriots, they still gonna be in the conversation because of Cam.
Yeah.
Cam, you can do different things.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to see the Patriots take it. The only reason why I want to see the Patriots take it because once again, Cam,
another hometown
man. So I just feel like he faced a lot. I want to say he faced a lot, but
he had to deal with a lot.
Yeah, he had to deal with a lot last year. He had to deal with a lot, and if we can just date back to his first year, came in. Had a phenomenal year. Second year, I hate to say it, he was acting like a little girl. He was crying, pouting, throwing the towel and all that. But the following year, he came back, got his mind right. So I feel like if he can stay healthy throughout the season, they'll be all right. If it's really gonna be a season.
Yeah, that's true. Then on the NFC side, NFC North, I think Minnesota. I think it's still gonna be between Minnesota and Green Bay, but I think Green Bay gonna take it because I feel like they really lose nobody big off their team from last season, so I think they still gonna be there. Even though Minnesota still gonna have that fighting chance to their defense.
Definitely. So most definitely, that's a hell of a defense.
Yeah, it is definitely. NFC East. Which was one of the boring divisions last year. I just want to put it out there. But I think the Eagles might take it again. Because with Dallas, I feel like they got the new coach. It depend on how that take in the offense. Because McCartney's offense, I think is kind of different from Garrett, but. We just gonna have to see, how they play out. But I do think, the Eagles go take it.
I don't know. I think Cowboys gonna give them a run for their money. The only reason why I say that because I feel like they a little bit more hungry than the Eagles are. I could be wrong, but I just feel like they're a little bit more hungry only because of pretty much these past 2 seasons. Like, they pretty much been looking like the old Cowboys when Tony. I call him Fluco. we all know his real name. I call him Fluco.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? They make a run, they get in position, and he just I ain't gonna say he because he's not just one player on the team.
Right.
But they just couldn't pull it off. It's just simple as that. So I just feel like they're a little bit more hungry. Even though, like I said, with the new coach, it's gonna take a little bit of time to settle into the offense, but I feel like they hungry enough to take it.
And then with the NFC West, like I said, I think it's going to be between the Cardinals and the Seahawks. They take the division. I feel like, if the 49ers get there, I think it's going to be as a wild card.
I can see that. I can see that. Like I said, y'all, I don't really like the 49ers anyway.
Right. And then with back to my division, NFC South. Now, of course, I'm gonna go with my boys to win it, but they gotta prove it to me first. So right now, I can see maybe Tampa Bay or New Orleans getting the division again.
I can see Tampa Bay,
and then the Falcons probably sneak in as a wild card.
As much as I ain't gonna say I hate Tom Brady. But I hate Tom Brady.
Right, I do too. And to me, he got me still. To me, I mean, even though his stats was kind of still decent last year, I still feel like he got something to prove, or he got to prove to people that he still can do it. Because in that playoff game, he didn't play like himself.
But this also this is going to really, even though he has the rings. Yeah, we ain't got to get into the number, but he got. Anyway, this is really gonna prove, can he really pretty much do it without Bill?
Yeah,
that's how I feel like.
That's definitely true.
Can you really win without Bill, or has them rings been a fluke? Well, not saying a fluke, because you had to get it. He had to put the hard work in.
Yeah, on the field.
On a couple of those. You weren't supposed to get that.
A little questionable, but we're gonna leave that alone.
Deflate gate, spying,
Right.
But hey, ain't nothing my business. But I'm just saying, it is what it is, though.
Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much how we feel, with the NFL season. But like I said, if they do have it, we just hope it's safe and sound, and we be.
Yeah,
good and fun for the players and for the fans.
That's what it's all about, being safe, man. Like with this whole pandemic, man, I just don't like this year, period, like at all. Not even from a sports standpoint, from a real life standpoint. I just don't like this year at all. And like I said, even with what's his name, Marquise, what's his name? Goodwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marquise Goodwin. Like I follow his YouTube channel. So I seen him getting ready to do what he did even before, it was, headline on ESPN and all that. So, which I can respect where he's coming from as well, because his daughter that they have now,
right, it
was actually 3 kids before her. It was a set of twins and a baby before her. So, I get where he coming from, man. Like, she's a miracle baby.
Yeah, me too.
So I understand his, him backing out. I understand it completely.
Right. Along with the other players that backed out, I understand as well. Yeah. So, like I said, it's going to be an interesting season, but I'm ready to see it. The FBS season cancellations. Now, I do agree especially with the numbers that's been going on with the players within the campuses.
Yeah.
And I kind of mad at that, because a lot of these coaches ain't trying to say nothing because they're afraid they won't have a season. But my thing is, the players' health is more important. Like I said, I understand that, most players feel like, this is my year to get my numbers up so I can get that NFL grade or whatever case may be. But my thing is, you ain't gonna get no grade if you pass out or, can't, can't be on the field.
True.
So, but I understand why, the Big Ten and the Pac-12 cancel their seasons, because they feel like, hey, it ain't worth it.
It ain't.
You know what I mean? But my thing is, with the Big 12 and the SEC and the ACC, I feel like they hide their numbers just so they can make sure they can have a seat, because they know they get numbers too. They just don't want to put it out there. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like overall, they should take hard consideration before they play their first game if they really think it's going to be successful.
I feel like they should just cancel it as a whole, only because it's so many players that's contracting it, and the fact that not all conferences are on board. Like, I feel like it's just, they rushing it, for one, and two, it's just, I feel like they pretty much just being selfish at this point. Like,
right.
Being selfish. you got to take into consideration that also that these players have families as well. So, you know, I know my cousin when he played D1, he went to Kentucky.
Right.
And, you know, he came home. Everybody always ran to my aunt's house to, you know, see him and talk to him about what's been going on. So let's just say a player like that goes to the campus and he contracted. He go home. He got parents, he got grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins,
Right.
sisters, brothers, whoever. And, you know, he passed it on to them because you don't know. A lot of people are checking temperatures and, you know what I'm saying, they are being, you know, taking the necessary protocols to prevent it, but some people are asymptomatic. So you don't even know. You could be walking around with it right now and have no idea. You don't have no fever, no nothing. So you never know. So I just feel like if, you know, top conferences have already canceled, why not just cancel the whole season? And I feel like the NCAA should also just give everybody another year eligibility.
Yeah, which I did think they did say they was gonna do that, but I think it's still stimulations to it. So you know, I guess they'll send that out so far as how it goes. But this also goes up to, you know, the ones that are really like the top draft picks that's supposed to be going into next year's draft.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like, you know, it may have an impact on them, but my thing is this too. If you got the talent, it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if you grinding and training hard like you're supposed to, it's gonna be there. So regardless if you don't play this season or you feel like, oh, you're missing out because you're not playing this season, I mean, hey, if you got the talent, you definitely gonna be in the league for sure.
True.
But and then like I said with Justin Fields, I mean, like I said, I know he definitely feel like this season was supposed to be his year because he trying to not be a top pick next year. But I still think he will, but it just won't be. I don't think he gonna be top 10 or top 15.
I get it. I get it, and I understand where he's coming from. But at the end of the day, bro, like you got to respect where everybody's coming from. Like I said, and it's all about living, bro. It's just, I mean, it's very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. I have a little cousin right now. He's already committed with, and he already received his scholarship. He got ready to go to college, but you know he's a upcoming freshman this year in high school, so he want to prove himself. You know, I spoke with his dad, and you know, which I was looking forward to this season. Actually, like I missed games last year, but I was really looking forward to this season to see him play. But I mean, at the end of the day, he got his scholarship, and now he got to go prove himself. Which I feel like he can, you know, prove himself in the time frame that he'll have.
Right.
So, you know, he still got film from last year and the year before that. So, like you said, if your talent is there, you'll get your shot. I promise you. You will. I promise you.
Most definitely. And to close this out, we're doing top 10 players of all time, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, however you feel. So with mine, I'm gonna go first. Of course, number one, I'm gonna have Deion Sanders. That's prime time. You gotta have him in there.
Figures. He's the defensive guy, so hey,
nah, man, you
that's
gotta
what
have
he
him in
do.
there. Then two, I'm gonna say Mike Vick. Gotta have him in there. Know what I mean? He did his thing for us. I hate he didn't get us a championship, but he did his thing. Three, I'm gonna say Jordan. Gotta put Jordan in there. Especially after seeing The Last Dance. He just put more fire and more motivation in you, know what I mean, to conquer whatever you're trying to conquer.
Oh yeah.
Four, I'm gonna go with AI, because I feel like he gave the league the swag.
He in my top 10 too.
You know what I mean? He gave the league the swag. So I mean, you can't get mad at that. Five, I'm gonna go Randy Moss because I love the wide receiver position. So I'm gonna go Randy Moss. Six, let me see, Barry Sanders. Got to go with Barry. 7, CP3. That's one of my favorite point guards. Let me see, 8. I can go with Bron. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That boy Lebanon James.
I ain't big as everybody else on him, but you know, I'll take Lebanon. You know what I mean? 9. Let's see. 9. Ray Lewis. I gotta go Ray Lewis. Like you said, I'm a defensive guy, so you know what I mean. Those two were big. You know what I mean, with him and Dion. So Ray Lewis at 9, and was that 8 or 9?
9.
Okay, and then 10. To close it out, I'm gonna go with who can I go with? Okay, I go Reggie Jackson for baseball. Mr. October. If you don't know about it, look him up.
Should have picked Barry Bonds. I'm just playing. The juice. Nah. My top 10. See, I did NBA, but I'm gonna mix in, football as well. Of course, MJ. I always got to go with the GOAT, man. Like always. Like you said, Vic. Like anybody that know me know I was a huge Vic fan. Had 2-3 jerseys. I was a huge fan. I almost cried when he got locked up, but hey, it's neither here nor there. Yeah, I got to go with Dion. Yeah, GOAT. Hey man, hey. It's biased. I know I'm being biased. I don't care. But I got to go with my boy Peyton Manning, man. Like, my favorite quarterback of all time. Quarterback of all time, man. Peyton Manning. What it is? What is 4? What's this? 3?
Yeah, 3.
3. No, Dion, Jordan, Vic, Peyton. Okay, it's 4. 5. Yeah, I got to go with AI, man. Like mine's not in order. I'm just saying, my top 10. Who else? Gotta go with Jason Kidd, man. Gotta go with Jason Kidd. Hey, he was a beast.
Right.
Definitely a beast.
Oh yeah.
Even though I didn't really get to see him play like that, but just seeing the highlights and how he was, gotta go with Walter Payton. Gotta go with Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
Gotta go with him. Another wide out. Gotta go with the GOAT, Jerry Rice. Gotta go with him.
Yeah.
And I played tight end as well, so I gotta go with Shannon Sharp as another one, just because I played tight end. So I looked up to him coming up. And last one, just because you went baseball, I gotta do Hank Aaron.
Okay.
Just because he led the way, man.
So home run king. Okay.
Gotta go with Hank Aaron.
All right.
And he played for the home team.
Oh yeah, great. Got to. Know what I mean? But we appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know, what we need to work on. Hey, feedback, man. That's all we need.
That's all we need. Because the more you tell us what we need to work on, the more we can bring it back to y'all. Exactly. You know what I mean? So appreciate y'all tuning in. See y'all till next time.
And keep locked in with our channel, man. We're gonna be doing giveaways too. So, like, I'm telling you, we taking this thing serious. So let us know, man.
2 Bros and Sports Talk.
2 Bros, man.
We out.